guys, what's going on? Sorry if my voice sounds like a bit weird or very weird throughout this video. I am quite sick right now. I've just got a cold though. Anyway, I thought of this video idea while playing AFL Evolution because I was trying to come up with a video idea that I could quickly do. I came up with this one. It wasn't so quick to do, but I thought it was a really good idea. So what I'll be doing is going through the whole JLT, the whole of the regular season, and the whole of the final series, and simulating and see how the AFL predicts the 2017 season will go. Now I know we are already a bit into the season, but that won't really matter since, you know, we're not past the halfway mark of the season or anything. Things can still happen and all of that, so you know there is a lot to go. There is a lot more to go in this season. So as you can see, we are just simulating the JLT Community Series. Richmond ended up having 2 draws, one with Collingwood and one with Port Adelaide, which was quite weird. So they had 2 draws, which was pretty interesting. I've been keeping an eye on Richmond. Here you can go the confirmation that we have completed the JLT Community Series. Here we go to the start of the season. Obviously Richmond and Carlton, the game that kicks off every single season. We'll scroll across, we'll simulate to round 10 and then we'll go from there. So we end up simulating all throughout, and yeah, I'll see you guys once this simulation is over. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're coming towards the end of this simulation, just going through round 23 here of the AFL season. Here you can see the ladder, so we'll go through it. North Melbourne finish up on top, which is surprising, followed by the Sydney Swans, Collingwood, Brisbane, Hawthorn, Geelong, Richmond, Port Adelaide, Gold Coast Suns, Adelaide Crows, Western Bulldogs, GWS Giants, Carlton and West Coast Eagles. You can also look at all the other stats there as well, such as win, losses and all of that, percentage as well, points for and against. And then we have Essendon, Freo, Melbourne and St Kilda. That is the bottom of the ladder. So quite surprising there with Melbourne and St Kilda both finishing on the bottom, which is really surprising. And I can see there that Essendon have had 5 draws this season, so obviously it's not very realistic. Here we'll go through who finished on top of the goal kicking tally for each team. So you can see for Port Adelaide we'll go from North Melbourne onwards, and then the last team will be not Richmond, and then we'll go around one full time. So as you can see, Todd Elton ends up kicking the most for Richmond, which is really surprising. He ended up with 50 goals. Here you can see everyone, and I'll see you after you've seen all the goal kicking tally stats. Alright guys, so here you can see we're into the qualifying finals and we simulate and we'll go through each individual finals game. North Melbourne are defeated 13-21-99 to 17-8, 110. So the Brizzy Lions come out on top there and they'll move to the prelims, as you can see. So yeah, we'll be running through each individual finals game and simulating so you can see the actual stats as well as the final score. Sydney Swans versus Collingwood in another qualifying final, and the Sydney Swans win 13-12-90 to 10-16-76 there. So the Sydney Swans also move on to the prelims, so they are awaiting a team as well as Brisbane are. So we also have the Cats and Tigers and Hawks and Power, and we'll go to the Hawks and Power right now. 17-9, 111 defeats 14-21, 105 there, as Hawthorn knock off Port Adelaide in the elimination final. So Hawthorn move on to the semis, and then we'll also have, as you can see, the Cats and the Tigers. So we go and simulate that one, and 12-6-78 is defeated 14-12-96. Kane Lambert ends up with 4 goals. So Richmond Tigers move on to the semis as well, and they will face Collingwood, I believe. And yeah, we'll see who is playing right here. So the Kangas and the Hawks and the Tigers and the Pies, with Lions and Swans waiting for the winner of each. So we'll find out who wins out of these games right now. Let me know, guys, at this stage, who do you think will make it into the grand final? So we'll just skip the bye there for the Brizzy Lions, and we'll move on. As you can see, it just takes us back there. North Melbourne versus Hawthorn, and a low scoring game, 6-8-44 defeats 5-9-39. North Melbourne come out on top, and they move on to the prelims, I believe, now. So North Melbourne have defeated Hawthorn. Now the Tigers and the Pies, who will win this one? It is another low scoring affair. 5-6-36 is defeated 6-4-40, and the Tigers come out on top. Kane Lambert with 2 goals again. So Kane Lambert is dominating for the Tigers. So we move on to the prelims, the Lions and the Tigers, the Kangas and the Swans. Let's see who will walk out on top. Very unrealistic prediction here, but let's have a look. And the Tigers are finally knocked off 19-21, 135 to 17-29, 131 in a high scoring affair at the Gabba. So the Lions knock off the Tigers 29 behinds. That is crazy. Dustin Martin ends up with 4 goals, and Zorko also has 4 goals that I can see there as well. So the Brisbane Lions are into the grand final, and now we need to find out who they'll be facing, the Swans or North Melbourne, and it is North Melbourne. 1-11-17, 3-3-21, completely opposite to the game we just simulated, and North Melbourne are through to the grand final. So we have very unrealistic here, North Melbourne and the Brisbane Lions in the grand final, playing off for the 2017 Premiership. Who will win, guys? That's crazy. Who wins? And 17-10, 112, 18-10, 118. The North Melbourne Kangaroos have knocked off the Brizzy Lions, and Todd Goldstein got 5 goals in the grand final, so obviously a big performance for him. And North Melbourne have won the Premiership Norm Smith medal there. I didn't quite see who it went to, but yeah, guys, there you can see we've finished the season. Hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to smash button and subscribe. I'm Kane. Until next time, peace, guys. That was a really weird prediction there from AFL. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos. I'll see you guys later. Peace.